Hi artists, today you are going to get to create a texture owl. I will be showing you how you can draw and color your owl to show texture or the way something feels. So if you usually sing our welcome song, feel free to stand up in your learning space or stay seated. And here we go. I'm alive, awake, alert, enthusiastic. I'm alive, awake, alert, enthusiastic. I'm alive, awake, alert. I'm alert, awake, alive. I'm alive, awake, alert, enthusiastic. I'm ready for art to start. I'm ready for art to start. I can see my face on Zoom. I am in my learning room. I'm ready for art to start. Awesome job, guys. I'm sending you a virtual high five. All right, I want you to meet an artist. You may have heard of her before. Her name is Heather Gawler, and she loves to paint different animals, such as an owl. So she is going to be our inspiration for this project today. She is a folk artist. Take a moment and pause. Have you heard this word before? What does folk mean? A folk artist is an artist who has not been to art school. They taught themselves how to create art. So you do not have to go to a fancy art school just to be an artist. You can practice on your own and have fun. So here is Heather Gawler's artwork. She loves to spend time in nature. So she created her owl. Notice in the background, she painted all the colors up and down, side to side in the background. She uses bright, fun colors, lots of different designs and patterns. Think about, how does the owl look? Does it look soft with feathers? Does it look spiky on the beak? Think about how you can use texture or the way something feels in your art also. Here's another example of her owls. People love her artwork because it is bright and colorful and fun to look at. Notice all the different colors, lines, and shapes that she uses to fill her art. Can you use your artist eyes to think about which owl is folk art? If you think picture number 1 is folk art, can you hold up a number 1? If you think picture number 2 is folk art, can you hold up a number 2? Take a moment, cast your vote, hold up your finger, and drum roll, please. If you said number 2, you are absolutely right. This is folk art because it has a lot of different designs. It's not as realistic as the first. It has bright colors, lines, and different shapes. So this is an artwork by Heather Gawler. I talked about texture before. We know texture is the way something feels or even looks like it feels. We will be drawing different textures on our owl today to make it look like it has various textures, such as soft feathers or even maybe a sharp beak. Take a moment, look around your learning space. See what textures you can find. Feel free to pause here. If you are at home, maybe you are going on a quick texture hunt. If you are at school, maybe you are looking for your textures from your specific learning space. So take a moment, however is best for you, and however Mr. Massey is asking you to find textures. See what textures you can find. Something shiny, wrinkly, maybe bricks that are hard, or even a cactus that is prickly. Once you've had a moment to find some different textures, you can share with your classmates what you have observed. You can get inspiration from these textures for your art today. So we are going to get to draw an owl today. Who wants to learn how to draw an owl? Well, we are going to start with 2 circles for the eyes, smaller circles for the dots, and create the body as well as the background and the branches. All right, so I am going to hop over to Seesaw. If you would like to join me, you can create your artwork digitally, or you can draw on pencil with paper. You're the artist, you get to choose what works for you best in your learning space. So the directions are on Seesaw. and you can upload or add your picture here. If you want to delete the words that are on here, feel free to get rid of that as well. All right, and when you are ready to start drawing, I guess I will leave those words there. You can choose a drawing tool. I will choose the pencil, and I'm going to choose a black outline, choose what is best for you. So I'm going to start with my eyes. It is simply a circle with another circle next to it, like the number 8. And then I can go ahead, I can create circles inside of the eyes. I can create my eyeballs. Feel free to add more or less detail as you need. I'm going to add my beak, that's a point, and my body is the letter U. Feel free to pause or slow down this as you need. I can even connect the top of my head. I can make a triangle above each of my ears for the owl. I can make a smaller U shape inside of the belly, and I can create little loops for each of the feet. Next, I can go ahead and design. So have some fun, and you can use different colors in your artwork. Feel free to adjust the size as you would like. So have some fun coloring in all of the spaces. Take your time, do your best work, no matter if you are using paper with crayons, markers, color pencil, or maybe even paint, or if you are on Seesaw. Take your time, fill in all the spaces. If you overlap a color, no problem. You can always go back and add in those extra details again. So take your time filling in all the sections. Once you are done coloring, and feel free to take as much time as you would like with this, doing your best work, you're going to go ahead and add that texture. Remember, the texture is the way something feels. So show me how your owl feels. Does it have soft feathers? I can maybe make little U-shaped lines. Does it have a design around the eyes? Are there lines pointing in different directions? Can you even add the different patterns like we saw in Heather Galler's folk art? How can you decorate your owl so it is unique, it is different, and special? So have some fun adding detail to your owl. When you are all done filling in the spaces of your owl, a nice detail is to add the outline again. So maybe you could take that black pen or pencil tool again, whatever you are using at home, and go ahead and create the outline again around your owl. That will help the lines stay bright and bold, just as we saw in Heather Galler's folk art example. So anytime there is a color change, go over that color change with the black drawing utensil. Also, feel free to add a background to your artwork. Choose a specific color that you would like to add. One last detail that you can choose to create is a branch. And I'll choose a brown color here. You're the artist. You can choose what it will look like. You're going to make 2 lines across and then diagonal lines pointing out to the side. I can even create space in the middle. Feel free to color that in as you would like. And this is also a great place to add texture. So if you want to add a rough texture on the tree, feel free to go ahead and maybe make some wavy lines for the different rough texture of the bark. You can add some leaves if you want, change the color, and overlap. So have some fun creating your owl artwork. Here is my final example. And while you are working, there is an owl video you can watch to learn some more facts about the owls. If you are finished all done with your artwork, you've uploaded it on Seesaw, feel free to work on our extra drawing video of how to draw a black cat with a pumpkin. So have fun, upload your art. I'm excited to see what you create.